markets. All right, as far as the S&P, we're grind. Well, right now it's currently selling off on this 4-hour candle, but overall, still kind of on that grind up. We talked about it this week kind of being that. There's gonna be some ups and downs. So I think this week's gonna be kind of quiet. Hopefully, we're about to get a quiet red day. Super red. Would be nice. Just to be clear, I'm in QQQ puts, but if we are red, I have sold calls that make a bunch of money. Free internet money. If you ever hear me talk about free internet money, it's calls I've sold on my positions. So that'll be great for me. But at the same time, if we actually did get a decent red day, I would probably close a lot of those sold calls, especially if they were green. Typically, when I'm up 80%, I'm probably closing it. If we had a red day tomorrow and tomorrow did sell off, at that point, even if I'm up 50%, I'll probably close those positions. Because I'll have to be buying the dip. There's just not a lot of reasons to be short. But when I say that, that's also a battle of time frames. Smaller time frames, you can play these ins and outs and the ups and downs. Again, I'm swinging QQQ puts, and again, I do trade futures, but it was cheaper to grab QQQ puts this morning, so I swung them overnight. So this morning, I actually closed those out. It popped back up, and then I got back in. Almost to the bottom. TikTok, you're not in the Discord chat. I was actually trailing it. I want to say it was this wick right here got me out of it. So it was almost close to the bottom. Those puts tagged out for a profit, shot back up, and I was just like, one more time. I want to say it was actually this exact red candle right here is when I got back in short. So I'm glad to see that is selling off right now. But same thing tomorrow. If there's any kind of red and they're just up, I don't really have a profit target if I want to make 100% or 9,000%, so I can post on Instagram about how awesome I am. They're Friday's expirations. They will be closed tomorrow morning. Unless by tomorrow morning we're just up, and they are risking capital. So which does mean if I ever say risking capital, it's going to zero or it's making me money. There's only two options. Not stopping out. I'm not gonna try that. I'm not playing that game. I will manage it if it's green, but if it's red, sucks to suck. I'm just gonna look for the next trade. So right now, that's kind of where I'm at. It would be pretty cool if we got a dip buy at that blue zone. Who remembers my pink lines? Who was here Sunday when I had the pink lines and it went right down to the blue and then back up? I thought it would take a couple days to do it. It literally did that in one day. All right, we have this. I think I was on the daily time frame. Surely that was the daily time frame. Why are these red lines moving? We literally just drew this out last night. That red line should not be. These red lines, guys. I don't like to move things unless I'm live because I don't want someone to say like, "Oh, you drew that after the fact." Like I draw all these live. You just pay attention. Shut up and make money. If I'm ever aggressive, it's probably because I drank a monster. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was QQQ. We had this wick and this wick. We had it mapped out. I don't know why that line moved like that. And if you were here last night, you saw it. If you've ever watched me draw out these red lines, it happens a lot. We'll come up, come right back down. It's a break and close. Anytime if you guys have my charts, you are a YouTube member, you're on the Patreon, you are a TikTok. Did I say TikTok member? Subscriber? TikTok, you can just follow, but if you subscribe, then you get the other stuff. You'll have my charts. If I ever draw these red lines, it's showing off something that's range bound, and a break and close, not a wick. A break and close above that or below typically signals where we're headed. I think one more dip buy. Russell. Little poor Russell. Little guy. Perfect example. So right here, inside candle, right? This was Thursday. Right, then Friday, Monday, today. This actually going to close tomorrow. This is Wednesday's candle. Hanging out. Again, break and close above or below that, probably going to let you know which blue zone we're about to hit. That would mean something if you're trading futures. You would probably need some kind of leverage instrument to actually capitalize on that. They're emergency lines.